There's going to be here before you know it. John Dvorak in studio. Here we go, John. The countdown.
The countdown begins. That's right. 6 weeks.
Yep. And in studio, Tara Longevin. Tara must not have gotten that memo about the guest and Rice County Fair Talk brings the goodies. Did you miss that memo?
I think I did miss that memo. You know what? I guess if I'm back again, maybe I can bring a snack.
Otherwise, John, we've got the Rice County Fair to collect, right?
That's right.
Fair food.
That's right. It's getting close. I can start tasting the fair food. So when I start tasting the fair food, that means it's around the corner.
My first sign was when I kind of miss it, and I cut through the fairgrounds on the way home and see all the beautiful green grass and the buildings all looking good. I keep thinking, we are getting close.
We are. You know, the maintenance crew is out there and they're doing a good job of keeping the grass trimmed, and it seems these last couple of weeks, you know, that grass has been growing. Must be some fertilizer in it or something. I won't complain though, because it's nice and green. So, and that's what we want. You know, it's better than having it dried and burnt out. So, you know, we just keep our fingers crossed that we have nice weather for the fair, and it turns out good, not only for our fair but all county fairs.
And Tara Longevin doesn't take care of the green grass. She takes care of the pictures of the green grass.
I do, actually. Just a little bit ago, I just updated a photo on the Facebook page. So, got to keep that updated.
What did you put up?
I just put a microphone saying that Rice County Fair is on the radio this morning. So
I wanted to make a point of driving through the fairgrounds last evening when I got home from the farmer this morning. I didn't get time. I wanted to do some snooping to see if the barn was being built.
The barn, they started drilling holes this morning. As I came into the fairgrounds, they were drilling the first hole. I would assume by the time we're done with our program here, all the holes will be drilled and they'll start setting the post. So that's well on their way. It's been a long time since we talked about it, but it's finally starting to happen. It's finally starting to take shape, and it won't be long and we'll have the structure up and we'll be well on our way.
And pictures of the structure being erected might show up somewhere. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so. You know, I knew it was there yesterday, and of course, you know, you get in that automatic and you start driving to work or you start driving somewhere else, and you're like, oh man, I totally forgot. So I'm gonna go there after I leave here today and get a few photos, and so yeah, so we'll definitely be keeping that updated on the Facebook page. And I'll probably put it up on the website too. I'll probably change out a couple of photos and do something there too.
Yeah, always exciting, isn't it? Modern technology and computers, wonderful.
That's right. You know, in fact, I was just out there with Don Hoya from the Historical Society this morning, and we're watching as they're drilling these poles, and Don makes the comment to me. He says, "Boy, isn't that a big difference from a hand post hole digger."
Oh man!
I remember building a fence with the post hole digger and the crank. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. I think everybody remembers those days.
Unless you're young like Tara, she probably doesn't have any experience.
Actually, our post hole digger is still in the shed, I believe. So okay. I mean, yeah, we've dug a few few holes around the farm back in the day.
But back to the barn, this is going to be fairly close to where the Rice County Historical Society is, correct?
Yeah, it's right next to the log cabin, so it's going to be right there, and they're making plans as we speak, you know, how they're going to work the inside of it, you know, what they're going to put for a decor, and trying to get it, you know, to replicate what a barn looked like back in the early 1900s, and they got some good ideas, and it's all something that's going to happen and take place. And you know, we decided to go the route we did, you know, with the post structure. You know, we wanted something that was going to be, number one, safe and was going to last. That was the big thing, you know, making sure that it was safe and built right and engineered right. And so that takes place, and over the years, you know, we're going to decorate it the way it was.
Stand by. We have to take a break for the markets, and we'll continue with today's Fair Talk 2018, again sponsored by Faribault Insurance Agency, Tara Longevin, Tom's Lock and Key in Faribault, Tim's Trucking of Morristown, IBEW, Local Union 110, and the Craig Keller Insurance Agency in Nearstrand. Tara Longevin is in studio along with John Dvorak, the manager of the Rice County Fair. And what title are we going to give Tara? The computer geek?
No, she's my go-to.
Great.
Yeah, and I just heard the ad, and you can believe everything you hear on the radio. She is a real person.
She is, and I tell you,
if we didn't pick on you, Tara, you'd wonder what was
something
going.
would be wrong. Yeah.
I mean, Tara does a wonderful job with our website and keeping up our website and the Facebook. And if you go on that website every day, there's always something of the day, and Tara spends all that time putting that on there and getting that ready. And the website is a great tool, but we have a great person that knows how to
use it and utilize
right.
it. Kind of from the younger crowd.
Well, that's true. That's true. So she does a great job with it, and spends a lot of time on it, and we're grateful that she does it because with today the way everything's going, I mean everything's going to the computer age, and to have somebody that knows how to work with it and really helps us out at the fair.
And you are officially on the Rice County Fair Board too, aren't you, Tara? Or did you just kind of get adopted to do the website?
No, I think this is officially my second year. Yeah, I helped out for first
most of your life.
Well, yeah.
You went from being a 4-H exhibitor.
Yes, exactly. 4-H exhibitor, helping out after I was out of 4-H and everything, and then so I think I actually helped out for about 4 or 5 years. And then officially this is my second year.
I know Tara, and I think she was just trying to figure out a way to have an excuse to be at the fair every day. If you have a question for Tara Insurance, say meet her at the Rice County Fair, the VA, the Cardinal Food Stand.
Yeah, that's actually my message that week of the fair, that I'm in and out of the office volunteering. So, I'm down there helping out, and my customers, a lot of them know that. I see a lot of them down there, so that's nice.
Or if something bad happens, or there's a... Yeah. Well, you've got your cell phone in your hand or in your pocket, so...
Yep.
The kickoff for the Rice County Fair to me is still always the Fair Queen coronation. Hopefully we're going to get some gals lined up this year. That's always such a fun event.
It is a fun event, and you're right, it kicks off the fair that evening on Tuesday evening, and it's kind of a staple in the fair. Can't stress it enough, if there's gals out there that are interested in becoming a candidate for the Fair Queen, get a hold of Kathy Capps. The applications are online. On our website.
Thanks to Tara, right?
Thanks to Tara. Yeah. And they're also the premium books. The premium books are printed, and they're being ready to pass out into stores and banks. So there's going to be applications in the premium book, or you can give Kathy Capp a call personally, and I'm sure she'd be happy to answer any questions for you. And don't hesitate. It's a fun experience, but just remember, there's only one winner. So you can try more than one time if you so choose, but the more people we get involved with it, the better it makes the program. And so we'd like to see all these young gals come out and vie for this competition, because it's a fun time and they'll have a lot of fun doing it.
I just had a thought, maybe we should start a Mrs. Rice County Fair Queen. You get where I'm going with that, Tara?
Yeah, no, that's fine.
That's
Jared.
for the younger crew.
Yeah. And it's a good time for those kids. I mean, back in the day, I did try out, didn't make it, but that's okay. I still had fun, with the competition of it and everything. So, with this day and age now, we do have a Rice County Fair Royalty Facebook page. The past queens, we've put up some of the photos of what they've done throughout the year.
Some of the parades and the community events representing the fair.
Yeah, so we'll continue to do that, just to to show the young kids out there what is going on and what they're doing. So we've got that page. So I mean, there's actually about 4 different places that you can find the applications. So on the Rice County Facebook page, the Royalty Facebook page, the Rice County website, and then the premium books. So
I think we got it covered, John.
I think so too.
Yeah, I think so.
And these queens, it's just not something that they do the 5 days of the fair. So it's a term that lasts all year, and they're busy throughout the year. They represent Rice County Fair.
And what's kind of nice is you've got the queen and like first and second attendant.
Right. Yep.
So we should have someone in the Medford Days parade or the Heritage Days or the Dam Days. Well, if one or two of them have conflicts, then you still got the other one to represent. So it's not like it's a huge commitment if you're already busy.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
You kind of work it out.
And you know, they're ambassadors for the Rice County Fair. They go out and promote the Rice County Fair all year round, and you know, that's a nice thing to have part of our fair.
So everything pretty well set to go and rolled out. You mentioned you got the fair books, premium books all out and distributed.
They're not distributed.
About to be distributed.
Yeah, they just came from the printer, hot off the press yesterday. They just got delivered yesterday to the fair.
But I was going to chastise you because I haven't seen them up at our front desk yet. So you didn't forget about us.
We didn't forget about you. How could I forget about you, Jerry?
I think he was reading something into that, Tara, and I think we're just going to move right along.
Yeah. We probably better.
Yeah. On another note, I was driving down Central Avenue and I saw a couple stickers in windows of Rice County Fair and the dates.
That's right. We, you know, all the advertisement for the fairs are ordered. You know, I have bumper stickers at the office, and if anybody's interested in a bumper sticker, you know, stop on by. You can advertise that way. You know, we'll be going out. We're in the process right now of getting all of our fair posters ready for print. We got a few more things to tweak on it, but they'll be going to print soon, and we'll have those out shortly. So you know, we'll be getting those out and advertising all we can for the fair, and you know, it's a lot of work with that too. You know, people need to pick those up and get them put in stores and posted in the stores, and but it all gets done, and that's all part of you know, gathering information for the fair and getting the word out there that we are having a fair, and it's a great fair, and it's going to be a fun time.
That's what's fun about doing this program too, is help get the word out that there are a lot of volunteers that do a lot of different things to make a county fair go. And Rice County isn't unique. All the other county fairs have tons of volunteers that have a certain part that they enjoy doing, and that's what they help with every year.
That's exactly right, and you know, I've said it time and time before, you know, this fair wouldn't be possible unless we did have the volunteers. I mean, it's the volunteers that actually help make this fair be the huge success that it is, and the fair board, that they couldn't possibly think about even starting to try to do it all on their own without volunteers. And so, you know, if you're interested in being a volunteer, by all means get a hold of me, but you know, we need you to volunteer, and you know, we need people to help park, and we need people to help with the exhibits, and people to take tickets during the grandstand performances, people to sell tickets, and people to, you know, I'd like to have volunteers that I could have walk through the grandstand just to kind of, you know, serve as an usher, or you know, just make sure, you know, hey, you know, we got a crowd here today, you know, is it possible that you could squeeze together a little bit more? And so you know, those are all volunteers that help out with that, and we need that, and so I encourage anybody that's out there, if you want to come out, you know, you don't have to put in a lot of time, you know, even if you come out there and put a few hours in, everything else.
Fill out for, or help out for an afternoon, Tara.
That's right.
Well, right, and I know there's a lot of, you know, schools or the churches where the kids have to do community service.
Yeah.
So again, if you're one of those kids or a parent of a kid, you know, either contact John, his information's on the website, or if you have Facebook, just message the Facebook, and then, you know, we can figure it out and connect with you and see. But yeah, I mean, volunteers are a huge core of any event that goes on, and you know, for those, you know, those days, I mean, it's sun up to, you know, 2 in the morning, you know, that there are people still out there cleaning up, doing things. So it's not, you know, at you know, 10:30, 11 when those rides go down. No, there are still
lots of work to get
still
done.
People out there working. Yeah.
Well, and think about this: a lot of high school students looking toward college, and scholarships and applications, and community service is a part of it.
That's exactly right, and so there's plenty of opportunities, you know, at the fair for a lot of this to be done, and you know, and then there's groups out there that help. The Faribault Fire Department, they're out there. They'll come down and wash down the bleachers every year before the fair starts. The Morristown Fire Department comes out there on the days that we need them to have the fire there, you know, for the tractor pull
or the demo derby.
And the demo derby, they're out there. The Faribault ambulance comes out. North Ambulance comes out there. The Sheriff's Department is out there.
Yeah, they spend a lot of time.
They spend a lot of time out there. You know, Faribault police are out there. They spend a lot of time out there. So you know, it's a community effort, and there's a lot of functions from the community that come out and volunteer, and there's always room for more.
So just volunteer to, and then you have an excuse to go to the Rice County Fair.
Exactly.
And the other fringe benefit is, like, if you're helping with a grandstand event, then you might get to see the grandstand event.
Right. That's right.
I unhook the trucks and tractors, and I've got the best seat in the house to
Yep,
watch the pull.
Yeah, and we've got some great events, back again this year. And, that's something that people want to see. I mean, the rodeo's back this year. That's fun. I mean, oh my gosh, I had a blast watching that. And
just think how much more fun it's going to be this year when we get to see the bull throw John off.
Oh,
yeah,
well,
just
keep dreaming
that. Just keep dreaming that. Carrie, you just see how that turns out for you.
Oh, wait, I think we did that mechanical bull a couple years ago. I mean, that was pretty good.
He cheated. He practiced.
Oh, that's
and then
true.
He threatened.
We could try to maybe, and I'm just throwing this out there, but we do have, maybe the mayor of Faribault. Maybe Northfield. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm
just make a competition.
I'm just throwing it out there.
That's what county fairs are all about.
Exactly. Get your community involved.
That's
exactly.
Right. We should make some, or maybe we could get Nort Johnson from the chamber and somebody from the chamber from Northford.
Yep.
Yeah. I know Nort. He's a fun-loving guy.
Oh, he would do it, I bet.
And I know a bunch of the people from Northfield. Pretty fun-loving types too. So I bet they would get. You're coming to compete, so then you might get free parking at the fair to bring your car in if you know the right people.
Yeah, maybe.
Sorry, Nort.
But that's what county fairs are all about, to have fun.
It is.
And then do some serious things too. And we mentioned Fair Queen coronation. We need some candidates. That, what is it, 10, 11 years now, Rice County Agriculture Hall of Fame.
Wednesday 11th morning. Year. This is our 11th year this year.
What a great addition to honor agriculture and Century Farms. Did you know, I heard from a very reliable source, official source, that in addition to the Century Farms, we have a sesquicentennial farm in Rice County.
Wow.
The Duchesne Farm.
Is that right? That's right. Yes.
I got another news release after the Century Farms from the Minnesota Farm Bureau. So to do a little tracking down and make sure, hopefully I can get a representative from that family to the Hall of Fame program.
There you go. That'd be wonderful.
That would be. And yes, I did talk to them about it and told them.
Oh, gee, and here I thought I was one up on John. Darn it.
It's kind of funny because the Sesquicentennial Farm, that's pretty much handled by the Farm Bureau.
Yeah.
Where the
Century Farmers Farm Bureau and State Fair.
Yes, and so I get all my information from the State Fair on that one. So we do have 3 individuals this year that have Century Farms, and so we'll be honoring them on Wednesday morning, likewise, and in our Farm Family of the Year. So there's something happening every day that's great that's going on at the Rice County Fair. I mean, and if you can't pick between them, just come to all of them.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, and I wanted to mention too, we also, if anyone in the county has gotten in our world of agriculture any awards, make sure you get a hold of me here at the studio, because we want to recognize you there too.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So it's more than just those in the conservation awards. Like if someone has gotten some award, agriculture award of some type, we want to know about it and recognize you there too.
One other big thing that's happening at the fair this year, I believe a radio station has their 70th birthday this year.
And I wasn't here all 70 years.
No, I don't think you were. So we're going to be celebrating KHL's 70th birthday at the fair this year. I think we'll have a special night for them and a little program for them. And Terry can cut the cake if he wants to cut the cake, or blow out the candle, or...
I don't know if John says I'm windy, but I don't know if I'm windy enough to get 70 candles out. And knowing Dvorak, he put those fake candles that you can't blow out that keep coming back.
Or even just a couple.
Yeah. So there's going to be something for everybody. And, we got a variety of animals, species that have their shows at the fair. And, we have the big State Suffolk show that's coming to the fair again this year. And, that Suffolk show it just seems like it grows bigger and bigger every year. There's, more and more sheep that come.
You know what? I just noticed, I almost forgot. Tara was going to remind me.
Why is it always my job?
Yeah, she's the adult in the room, right, John? We have to take a break to hear from some more of our great sponsors, and then we'll continue with Rice County Fair Talk 2018.
I kept looking at the clock.
Time flies by.
Well, that one's fast. Mine only says 53. Well, that's a couple minutes fast. Do you want to mention tickets and
We can.
With Craig Keller
We can, yeah.
Insurance Agency in Nearstrand,
Yeah,
and Farm
we
View
something new. We got something new
quality
taking
farm
over the beer
insurance
garden,
coverages
so we
and friendly
can.
local service. Craig Keller works together with farmers to deliver service you can depend on when you need it most. Would you feel better trusting your family farm to a local insurance company? Call Craig Keller at the Keller Insurance Agency in Nearstrand today at 334-6550 to review your farm insurance and experience their policy of working together.
Lighting up your communities for over 100 years, the electricians and contractors of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers provide safe, innovative, energy-safe solutions for all of your electrical projects. Insist on the IBEW for your next electrical project, and they will provide quality, value, and peace of mind. Assured safety and performance, that's the IBEW's power of professionalism. As integral members of the community, they work hard to build. IBEW professionals are
Rice County Fair Talk on KDHL, sponsored again by these great sponsors: Faribault Insurance Agency, Terra Longevin, Tom's Lock and Key in Faribault, Tim's Trucking of Morristown, IBEW, Local Union 110, and the Craig Keller Insurance Agency in Nearstrand. All right, John, before you were rudely interrupted, the State Suffolk Show, they bring all of those on Saturday morning? Or
No, they come in on Friday.
Friday.
Those come in on Friday, and they have their show on Saturday afternoon, and then they have a junior show on Sunday morning. They have the junior show.
Yep.
So a lot of great sheep come in, and there's a lot of producers, instead of going to the state fair or any of the bigger shows, they'll come to the Rice County Fair, to the state show. So we're glad to see that, and it's kind of puts a feather in their hat and our hat also.
And then we have a big beef show too, don't we?
On
the jackpot chunk.
Yep.
Friday evening, we have that taking place, and there's a lot of great animals that come in that day. So, there's, like I said, there's something different every day at the fair, and if you can't see it all, then come every day and you will see it all.
And it's really tough for some of us that it's our job to be at the fair each and every day, right, Tara? It's just somebody has to do it.
I know, it's such a rough job to do. I mean, every year there's some new food, or there's some new show or new exhibit or something, and it's fun to see what is out there, and there's something different every day. Definitely, keep lookout. During the week of the fair, the Facebook page will have all that stuff updated each day of what's going on.
And even like the different 4-H judging shows and stuff.
Yeah. That's that stuff starts. Actually, I know the first weekend in July, the dog agility training, or the dog agility show is already prior to, and same with some of the the fashion review, that stuff. Some of those things are judged prior to, but then they do a show, during the fair, so they, you can see what.
And so that's really handy. Go to the Rice County Fair website or Facebook, and it's all there. And if we have a hiccup like a rainstorm or a thunderstorm, and we have to move the bike show to a parking lot, that'll be on.
Yep. Yeah.
We make it work, don't we?
Yeah.
You never can control the weather, and that's the one great thing that this fair board has a lot of knowledge of. And if something goes wrong, if somebody's always comes up with a great idea to, if you get lemons, you make lemonade out of it.
Yeah, you just figure out how to make do, and
that's right.
And that's the beauty. One person doesn't have all the best ideas. All at once you got people. Oh, what can we do? How about this? And then that. Mm-hmm. The light goes up, said, well, we could do this, and all at once you solve the problem.
That's right. And we're pretty fortunate that we do have the individuals to come and put their input in and help us make decisions, and that's what makes the fair a good fair. And I appreciate, not only Tara being able to help out with the fair, but all the other fair board members that are members of the fair board, because they do a great job, and we ask a lot of them, and there's very little reward. It's personal reward, basically.
The reward is when you're there and you see families having
right.
a good time. That's
exactly right. That's what
the
the reward is, and you know, we couldn't be any more grateful than we are to get the volunteers that we do.
I've been associated with Rice County Fair for about 23 years, and it has really, improved. And as you did well, you were able to make improvements and add buildings, or like this barn. What a great addition! And you were able to know the right people and found out about being able to apply for a grant, and that's how it happens.
That's exactly right, and then I really think that's going to be a good addition to the fair, and I'm hoping it is, and I hope everybody sees my dream and enjoys it.
And the beauty is you got the base structure, but you can sometimes even change the theme inside a little bit, and what a great permanent structure.
And that's something that's going to help out the Historical Society, and I'm really counting on them, and that they're going to do a good job with putting different displays in there and having different programs in there during the fair, and
then also throughout the rest of the year when people are there, so it can be utilized more than just 5-6 days of the fair.
Right.
Only about 15 seconds left.
All right, well, my biggest thing is you know what? Things change every year. So always look in that premium book, look on the website. Again, I try to keep it updated as best I can. There are new maybe animals that are being added to a show. One big change, and this is a big change, in the beer garden, we are using tickets this year. A lot of the other county fairs already do that, and it's just going to be an easier, streamlined. So just be aware, and it's already on the website, on the beer garden page. So just again, look at those sites first. Otherwise, yes, you do message, and I will answer your questions as best I can. If I don't know the answer, I'll find out.
You'll find out. Thanks, Tara. Thanks, John, for coming in. We look forward to talking to you next week.
Look forward to it, Jerry.
And here's news from ABC.